Hello and welcome back, my lovelies. I hope you are doing well. You're being kept safe and secure. If you are just joining my page, welcome. My name is Miss B, the Haitian hypergamist, and I thank you for stopping by my channel. So, as I mentioned in my last video, I'll begin a series called The Bare Minimum Hypergamy 101 for women who are in the process of leveling up and having hypergamy on their minds. So today I'll be going over the concept of what is hypergamy, and some insights of what I've discovered to be true about it and how it's impacted my own personal life and hopefully impacts yours. So what is hypergamy? So classically it's been defined as a woman seeking a potential mate that is visibly of a higher status or power within her given community in her world. And so, ladies, that's the key word too, visibly. Okay, we're not talking about the ones who are talking the talk, having that game and there's nothing to show for it. Okay, visibly. All right. So this concept of hypergamy has been around and practiced by women since the longest and beginning of human race, so human society, right? I mean, even going back to the caveman era, evolutionists, they call it, the survival of the fittest, right? When women were looking for potential mates that were visibly able to provide and protect, them and their offsprings and so forth. And so, this is a concept that, that's been practiced for a long time. And so there's so much material out there for all my bookworms and pseudo self researchers about this. But the one facet that I really want to delve in today, that I feel like is very important, is such an important element, and for me, even a lifestyle that I want us to discuss today. And one of that facets under this umbrella of hypergamy is the feminine essence, right? Femininity. And so, what is femininity? It's a quality, it's a trait, this embodied personality of a female gender. So, history has shown us, right, that by embodying this role of the feminine gender can be very beneficial. The most classic and probably very well-known feminine hypergamist is Cleopatra, right? The last reigning queen of Egypt in the known world of the Roman Empire. I mean, talk about getting the bag, ladies. Not only was she able to, as we would say, boot up with, one, but I think two or three times with powerful figures in her known world, in her known time. Figures who had great influences. They were political leaders in the known world. I mean, if you're really interested about this, watch one of her documentaries the next time they air it. They air it on your local channels that specialize in history. Okay, so I mean, but really, there are stories and well-written records of how this woman was able to partner up with those who put her in a political platform and even in an entrepreneurial platform, to have her be seen and known throughout her time, how powerful she was, just by using her femininity, how her proudness and her mastery of this femininity. And I mean, wouldn't you want to embrace such a power, or at least have the skill sets of possibly changing your world, right? A historic game changer, the ability to have such an influence. I mean, tell me this, ladies, let's bring it back to this present time. I mean, how can we women utilize this powerful way of living to benefit our own situation, especially, most particularly in a romantic platform, right? So, being a feminine hypergamous woman you should be demanding you should demand to be pampered, right? You should be demand to be loved, to be protected, to be provided, right? With comfort and ease. There is no need to validate to anyone or any a systematic setup that should compromise this rite of passage, to embrace and use your femininity, right? This is our natural given gift, but it's only by choice too, right? Not every biologically built woman is choosing this path. This is a choice that, it's available, but it's a choice that I really encourage, those who would like to explore should really step into it. Let's choose the latter. And so many of you may be questioning, is this a sign of weakness or laziness or any type of, way of subjugating myself to a point where I won't be respected or honored or valued. And I'm here to tell you guys that no, it's actually the opposite. When you embrace your femininity, there is power behind it. You are definitely moving into a role where respect and being honored is to be by default almost given to you. And it's the way you do it, right? It's the way how you present yourself and how you go ahead and show what it is about you in a feminine way to bring yourself into that platform, right? This is not a sign of weakness or laziness. It's a sure sign of stepping into your God-given power. So if you choose this path of, being a feminine, hypergamy woman, our only duty is to be the receiver by default. And why? Because we are naturally the receivers. Look below the waistline, ladies, to confirm. Even our biology, our anatomy and physiology as a woman is made up that way. We are receivers. We are to be nurturers and reproduce. We are not meant to work hard and, do role reversal of a masculine gender. Again, ladies, this is a choice. This is not to say that, everyone is following this path. It is a choice. But let's not, by default, be pick-me-shas or masculinas or Bob the Builder or any other nickname that, de-womanize us. I said it. I maybe coined a new term, de-womanize, of our God-given rights as feminine women. And so let me go ahead and give you the basic tips to begin and stay feminine. Number one, have self-worth. It is so essential to know that you are worthy of being and having the best. You are a gift. If no one has ever told you that, I'm letting you know now, you are a gift. As a woman, you naturally have this essence, this vitality, these nurturing traits, your softness, about you that a man, if not walked or trained into it, naturally doesn't have. And so it's not to say that by having something, you need to just hide it. You can bring it out, but that's also working through it. So understanding your self-worth. Number two, have standards, and not only have them, but keep them, right? Keep them, demand the best from any and all relationships, not in a very, forceful, degrading way, of course, but, with class, right? With class. Keeping it classy, ladies. Don't lower it. Don't lower your standards for any man or person that is already built, right? Number three, choose to take care of yourself. It takes work to keep yourself, feminine, right? But there are some bare things that you can do. It doesn't have to be anything extraneous, but definitely take care of yourself. Practice self-care. I'm such a big advocate for self-care. Don't look dingy, stay clean, stay hygienic, shower, wear clean clothes, right, ladies? Well, wear well-fitted clothes, when appropriate, be seductive, smell good, get your nails done, have your hair do, when possible, wear heels, to your comfort level, wear scented perfumes and sprays. So all those wonderful things that can keep us feminine. Number 4, smile. My goodness. I mean, I've heard so many times of men who just simply complimented me, and my other female lovely ladies who are going in this, lifestyle, you know, so many a times that a smile, a very nice, inviting, approachable, bright smile made a difference and was noticed by, the opposite sex. So take care of your smile. I mean, basically, it's just taking that first step of, oral hygiene. Brush your teeth on a daily basis, you know, preferably twice a day, but it's been suggested, after every meal. But brush your teeth, get in there, find one of those YouTube tutorials on how to have a clean mouth, and visit an oral care provider, practitioner, a dentist, and go from there. Number 5, choose a partner, of course, that will step into his role, as a leader. Not only step into, but has shown that he's a leader, provider, and a protector, right? That's going to honor and respect you. I mean, we are not Bob the Builder, so don't build a man up and refuse if you're asked to. That is not your role, okay? Number 6, also stay positive. No one wants to be around someone who's constantly, down on what's going on and down on themselves and down on every situation. I mean, of course, we can't be, I'm not insinuating those two who are happy all the time, be something wrong, but again, it's not feminine, right? It's not very, we're nurturers, right? Someone who's going to, look on the brighter side of things and say, you know what, even with all the things that are going on, we're going to stick through this and keep moving forward, stay positive. I'm a big believer in law of attraction, sowing and reaping, and some people call it karma, but, it's just another powerful way to getting into that next level. So don't be afraid to, be in that manner of set of, your mindset, declaring and manifestation, of, living your life to the fullest, in a positive light, so you've only got one life, so try living it to the fullest. Okay. So that's it for now. Definitely this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we are going to continue to delve into this. Thank you again for listening. Please leave your empowering comments and questions and thoughts on this platform, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Definitely would help to get this concept out to as many sisters as possible.